What's up, everyone? Welcome to Kraka. This is Loki's Den, and I am your host, Loki Goblin 13. There's no haul on this video, but I did get a small amount of questions, so I'm going to answer these questions and show some stuff to answer these questions. Maybe I should make this a whole new segment, like chatting with Loki or something, where I answer whatever questions you have, or comments, whatever. I actually got quite a few questions, which was interesting, in my inbox thing. Yeah, some of them were pretty bad, but other ones were actually real questions rather than... I did get one from an anonymous person saying, "Loki, your show sucks, you should go hang yourself." That was an interesting one. I would if I had long enough rope, but no rope is long enough to hang me. Plus, I don't breathe, so can't really hang myself. Anyway, but I did get some good questions, some actual questions from people. Unfortunately, these people I don't think have a channel. I think it just... I mean, I tried looking for it, so I don't know. I apologize if I haven't seen your stuff. But the Big KJT, that's the name, Big KJT, yeah, just making sure I said it right, asked what was my favorite toys as a kid, because he saw my video with my toys. So what was my favorite one? That is tough. That is tough. When I was a kid, my parents were cool in certain ways. I mean, my mother used to go out and buy stuff all the time. You know, I guess sometimes I was spoiled because I was an only child. You know, I was into He-Man, I was into G.I. Joe, Transformers, GoBots, Army Ants, Battle Beasts, Ghostbusters, you know, everything. But one toy that I always made sure I had all the time, like I made sure it was always safe, I guess, which ironically isn't even G.I. Joe or anything else, it was He-Man, is Buzz-Off from He-Man. I just always thought he was awesome because, like, his wings opened up. He was a giant bee. I mean, he had a little helmet thing on there, but I don't know where the hell that went. And he just looked cool. You know, he was one of my favorite toys. It's probably still my favorite toy. He was just cool. You know, I played with him all the time when I was a kid. As you can see, like, when I had my dog back in the day, you could see the dog got a hold of his wings, so he's pretty wrecked. But, yeah, he's pretty much my favorite. Like, I always made sure I had him. Whenever I moved, he was always the first thing in the box, and I kept him in my bag that I carried with me. Another one of my favorite toys in the 90s, which is still, again, a favorite one, is the Marvel Wolverine. Which is awesome. The fact that his claws popped out, and you could pop them back in, that was amazing. The detail was cool. We came with the mask, which I do have the mask upstairs. But I just thought that was awesome, because, you know, they were getting the hang of it. Like, scale was bigger than G.I. Joe, but not as big as a He-Man, but they also had, like, cool features. Like I said, the claws popped out. That was just kicked ass. So those are my favorite toys. I know some people were shocked, like, "Why don't you like G.I. Joe?" I did. I still do. Whatever. Like all that stuff. But my favorite ones that like I said, whenever I moved, I always made sure I had these in my bag, and that's the two of them. Alright, another question I had gotten was from Patches O'Halloran O'Tools. I don't know if I said that right, but I think someone was watching Dodgeball a little too much. But he had asked if I had any of the variants of Amazing Spider-Man number 692, and did I buy any of the variants of the Amazing Spider-Man 700? Because I am a huge Spider-Man fan, I'd love to see what variants you have of those specific issues. Thanks a lot, your show kicks ass, carry on. Did I have any variants for 692? Yes, I do. I have them all, I think. This was the 60s variant. Peter Parker first becoming Spider-Man. And then this was the 70s variant with the death of Gwen Stacy. And, of course, I have... Try not to make a mess. The 80s variant, which is awesome, with the symbiote. Very cool. Then there's the 90s variant. And last but not least, the 2000 variant. And I have the regular one, of course, I just didn't bring it down. Alright, as for 700, yes, I do have 700, and I have a couple of variants for it. There's the original copy. I just think that's an awesome cover to begin with, which is Venom and Spider-Man and then everybody else like in the middle. It's very, very cool. And of course I have the Midtown exclusive, even though I can't stand Midtown now. But there's the Midtown exclusive one, which was a connecting cover. And I have this variant, the Moon. That one's pretty cool, even though Ramos isn't all that great. But it's a pretty cool cover. I have this variant, which I like a lot, with the everyone's having a Happy New Year, and Spider-Man's fighting the Green Goblin up top. Very cool. And I have Spider-Man swinging across the city variant. I didn't get the City Line one where it's got all the buildings with all the names. Never got that one, and there was another one I didn't get, and also the Ditko one I didn't get, but that one was expensive as hell. But the only other one I have is another variant, which I think is the third printing, maybe the second printing. I think it might be third, but that's the cover swap with Doc Ock, cover swapping Amazing Spider-Man 300, but with the 700s. So that is that. Thank you for your questions. Very cool. Times to go down the memory lane. That will do it, though. Those are the only questions I had that were actually real questions or you know, comments. Everything else was kind of hateful, so no real reason to repeat those. Plus, all the people that seem to send the hate mail or whatever it is that hate my show because I'm not entertaining enough, or I don't show enough stuff, or my stuff isn't interesting, or blah blah blah. They never have a name. It's always blank, or like one of them had a number. It was like 189765321. Yeah. Ooh, original. But yeah, so you know, they suck. They don't have the balls to put their actual name or if they have a channel down to actually, you know, go into stuff. They just like, you're an asshole. I'm gonna move on to the next person now because I want to make myself feel better by making you look like an asshole. And you really don't, because I don't care. I love getting the positive comments. If you want to throw a negative comment up there and tell me why, then that's a different story. But when you just throw something up there and run like hell, like a little bitch, different story. Anyway, if you like the video, hit the little like button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. I know I got my haters out there. I did lose quite a few subscribers. Yes! Counting them down. If you want to subscribe, that's cool. And I love answering the questions, so if you ever want questions answered, if I can answer them, or show something that you want to see that I have, let me know. Throw it in the comments, send me an inbox thing, or whatever you want to do. Yeah, and hopefully I'll be able to check them out, because sometimes I forget to look in the damn inbox thing, because I forget it's there, and then I look at it and I got a whole bunch of things from like months ago, and I'm like, so that's my apologies. I keep forgetting it's there. But, yeah, good times. Good times. And it's not the size of your cave that matters. It's what you have in it. Later, everyone.